Portugal, one of the most historic events in the WRC, found a member of the championship, but much changed over the decades. And this year, turning back the clock to the heady days of the 70s and 80s, when Group B cars blasted a trail. Huge crowds witnessing the sights and sounds of some of the sport's most famous names. Alain, Mikola, Biasian, Mouton, Roll, all winners from a classic bygone age. One of the feature stages of that era, Arganil, is now back on the itinerary for the first time since 2001, long before the current crop burst onto the scene. The class of 2019 then effectively stepping back in time for a fresh challenge.
Yeah, exactly. I have been in the area for testing, so I have some idea of what to expect. What we've seen during test is it can be quite rough as well in this area of the country. I think also the weather can be difficult with some fog. At least we had that also during some tests there. And if I'm not wrong, I think there is some story regarding the special time of Mr. Walter Hall in the fog, and was it not in Arganil? No, I think so. Yeah, definitely a lot of history about rally there. So I'm sure it will be a good challenge once again.
Sebastian Ogier, master of the modern generation, jointly the most successful driver in Portugal with 5 wins. That's level with legendary Finn Markku Alain. 4 victories in the Fiat Abarth, 1 in the Lancia Delta back in the 70s and 80s. Hanno Mikola weighed in with 3 wins back in the day, the Ford Escort in 1979, and back-to-back wins in the Audi Quattro 1982 and 83. Finnish drivers clearly at home then on those old Portuguese tracks, and that's a fact not lost on the current generation.
Yeah, from the older Finnish driver I have heard that there is a lot of blind crests, and it's really difficult to read the road from the trees. So it might be good for the Finns, because in Finland we have a lot of crests on the corners, and the notes have to be really precise. So.
The 70s and 80s witnessed huge crowds and helped establish the Portuguese as some of the most passionate rally fans in the world. Some things have changed, they had to, safety is now paramount of course, but the passion for rally remains the same whenever the WRC is in town.
Get all the action, all live, anywhere, anytime. WRC Plus, all live.